Your real name, sir?
My real name's J.S. Madani,
Uh-huh.
and I got top 8 at YCS Chicago.
Uh-huh.
So now I was running Nekroz.
Okay.
So, monsters was 2 Bryonics, 3 Unicorns, 1 Clauselus, 3 Valk, 2 Trish.
Explain that choice to everybody.
Do it after you finish the tech profile.
Okay.
That way.
I'll get back to this.
Yeah, get back to pull out the stuff. Yeah.
Video takers.
So we got for the Jews, we got 3 man Jews, 2 Senju. Then we had for the warrior targets for my deck, I ran DD Warrior Lady and 3 Charits. And the rest of the monsters was 1 Gungnir, 2 Danko, and the Shinobi Sir.
Okay. Now go through the spell.
The spells were 1 Prep, 1 Raigeki, 1 Book of Eclipse, 1 Book of Moon, 3 Reinforcements, 2 Shared Ride, 2 Cycle, 2 Nekroz Mirror, and 2 Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
And for the 2 traps, 2 Mind Crush on main deck.
Okay. Now go to the extra.
Extra side.
Both.
Alright. So for side deck, I ran 2 Lancia for the mirror match. The third Shared Ride, the Vanities, and the Mind Crush. I ran 3 MSTs for Floodgates stuff. 3 Maxi for Burning Abyss, 2 Royal Decree for any rogue, and Valor and Darkhole as villains. Didn't really want to run them, but I just filled them in.
Okay.
Yeah. Extra deck, 2 Emerald, and 2 Dwellers. That's for more Burning Abyss, I guess. 1 Laval Chain, 1 Ragnar Zero, 1 Castell, 1 Cowboy, 1 Rhapsody in Berserk, 1 Direwolf, 1 Exiton, and for the 4 Synchros, ran Star Eater, Quasar, and 2 Herald Arclights.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go back to the Gemantic on your card choices.
Sure.
If you want, you can step in if you want.
So yeah, I mean,
Just explain why you decided to do 2 Trish instead of 1 like everybody else did.
Yeah. You can ask him that if you want. Yeah. And then he'll tell you.
all right. So yeah, well, I'll explain the DD Warrior Lady choice first,
Okay.
and the Danko choice after that.
Okay.
But I ran DD Warrior Lady because it's a warrior, and plus it doesn't lose out to Trish, and it also doesn't lose to Gungnir. So like they have to open Valk pretty much to stop this. So and you run 3 Rotas in your deck, so you have really good synergy to like just search it and then just break the shin lock with it. So that's the reasoning for that. As for 2 Trish, I mainly ran it because a lot of times I would put out a Trish on the board, and they would hit it with Valor or something, and I would just have the second Trish in my hand to protect it. So like I could just negate it. And also when they Trish me, they don't see another Trish coming. So if they Trish my Trish away, I can summon another Trish in the same game, and I would be in a dominant position. So that happened quite a few times. So that was the reasoning behind that. And the same reasoning why I ran 3 Shrits in my deck, so I can like search because I have more warrior targets. So, yeah, Danko. All right. So before the YCS, I was gonna run MST, but I thought it over, and I'm like, this card has good synergy in the mirror match too. Like you can summon Danko, and like it stops their Mind Crush and Shared Ride unless you Trish them. And I run 2 Trish, so there was a good probability of opening it. So, yeah, so I ran, and plus it was good in my rogue matchup. If you saw my round 8 feature match, like, I played against Teller Knights, and I opened it both games, and I won. So it stops multiple back rows versus MSD only stopping 1. Besides that, I mean, I think everything was regular. Besides that, and just these cards in the main. I saw some people take this out from the main deck, but I thought the mirror match would be really important, which I was right. I faced like 6 mirrors the first day, So it was really good to open. Sometimes I open both of these and I just like won the game outright. So. And
Even though it's not playable, it's still
yeah,
a really good
I mean, that was the more reasoning for that.
Can you tell us your day one breakdown wise, like what your matchup wise?
Sure. So day one, I faced against Evil Storms, Masked Heroes, and not till later I faced a Teller Knight. But the first 2 rounds was a rogue deck, but the other matches were the 6 other matches were mirror matches. So it was 6 Nekroz.
So do you remember like round 1 you played like a rogue deck?
Yeah, round 1 I
two-
played against Masked Heroes.
And how you do that? Was it easy for you?
Well, yeah, because he like set up all his cards. We went to standby phase, didn't have anything, so I summoned Danko, and I just won from there. I OTK'd him.
Okay.
And the other game, like he wasn't doing much, so like he didn't get to establish Dark Law, so I was able to just like power through.
So,
The Evil Storm guy, game 1 I beat him because of Danko.
It's mine.
Because I go Danko and Unicorn to negate his Ophion. I go Danko Unicorn to negate his Ophion, and then I summon Trish and banish it. So like that's how that game went.
I kind of got ripped off.
Game 3 it was Royal
Yeah, but
Decree.
it's
I
not worth
put up
what it
Royal
was
Decree,
to
so I was able to
YCS.
win.
I kind of got ripped off in the new challengers
and-
box because I didn't pull a secret. I pulled it.
Yeah, as for my mirror matches, like it was just they just went back and forth. A lot of the second Trish really caught people off guard. So like sometimes they would book it down and they're like, oh, he only runs 1 Trish, so I'm not gonna get Trished again. So I would just play mirror and then summon the other one. They're just be in shock.
so it's a surprise factor.
It was a surprise factor.
Usually,
Yeah.
Nekroz they only
They only run one
Trish.
Trish. Yeah, 1 Trish, yeah.
My
So that was the reasoning behind that. And she came useful too, many times. I think I broke the Jin lock like once with it, but usually I had the spells to break the lock, like my Rageki, my Eclipse, or Pokemon. Yeah.
So, tell us about day 2 wise.
Alright, day 2,
Cause you went. Who else went undefeated in day 1?
me and this other guy, his name was Patrick James.
Okay.
And we ended up facing each other round 10. I lost to him in next day 1. And then I faced Edward Lee in round 11.
That's with shadows.
Yeah, Shadows. And I scooped to him. So I played mid game and I just scooped him. So
So, tell us about top 32 was.
top 32, I faced another mirror match. So it was on the bubble. So I faced another mirror match. Game 1, I steal the game with Mind Crush and Share Ride. And then game 2, he makes me go first, and I open a way to summon Emerald, Mind Crush, and I have a Jin lock. So I won the game from there too. And then I went to draft. Yeah.
Then top 24.
Oh, a top 24. I mean, we went to top 16 match.
Oh.
Then top 16 match, I faced against Sahabi. Yeah, so he was the world champion over there, and I played draft versus him. And yeah, I mean, I won that game.
So how do you be? And tell us more details about that match. I mean, so it's draft, but like.
I played well, game 3. I played
We'll go back to game 1.
Oh, game 1 it went back and forth, and he got me because he just had more card advantage. So like he just had way more monsters than me. And then game 2, I took because I opened a better hand. I had Mark of the Rose and stuff. And game 3, I had a way to go Swords of Revealing Light, and I drew into Mark of the Rose, so I was able to take his Blue Thunder T, and played Swords of Revealing Light and put Bashing Shield on his Blue Thunder T, so it was 2,700. And I kept attacking for 3 turns, and I got 1,500 tokens. Since he had 3 monsters. So yeah, it was something like that, but that's what happened.
Well, this is your first YCS top and very first draft battle. How do you feel when you first come into it? Was it different from your usual
When I got
play?
into draft?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it felt really, really different because I never played in draft before, and it was my first time drafting, so
Right.
like I really didn't know all the rules and stuff, and like what cards would be really good.
Right.
But
So do you get any help from?
I asked a couple people around. Yeah, I mean, I asked Mike Albanese, Patrick Hoban. I talked to him, and I talked to Aaron Furman too. So like they all gave me tips on it,
Like-
and I didn't get to really play test with them, but it's
Right.
cool.
So what kind of inside tips that you get from them? That way, that help you be
Well, yeah, one tip.
so harsh something.
Yeah. Well, the general, they give me more general tips, and the general tips was to go for the spells and traps first. So, like, if you're getting in draft and they're passing the packs around for you, you should go for the spells and traps. So, like, spells and traps are more better to go for, and then you can go for the monsters. So, whatever good spell and traps you see that might be good, just pick them up first. And I tried doing that, but I saw more better monsters, so I ended up, it was a mixed match between the two.
Right. Okay, so tell us your final match of day 2, top 8 was.
Top 8, I faced against Elvis Pooh, and yeah, I got him game 1. I got him. It was another feature match, so you guys can always watch it.
Okay. I'm not gonna post the link to the feature match, but
Yeah.
yes. But tell us
It's cool.
what
Yeah,
happened.
but yeah, it's game 1. I got him with Shaolin the Prophet, and I had Mark of the Rose, and then I had another Bashing Shield spell card, so it made him 2,800, and I was able to just win the game from there. And game 2 and 3 he got me though, because he just had better cards than me.
Oh, so he just opened better and has better card than you.
Yeah, game 3 I could have done a better play that possibly would have resulted me to win, because I could have summoned Battlestorm, got rid of his back row, and I would have pushed for a lot of damage, and I would have been in a dominant position. But I was still I felt kind of still new to draft, so I completely forgot that move. I was like, it was
You
weird.
don't get enough of Josh.
So tell us what kind of stuff, what kind of prices you get from top 8 besides the playmat.
Okay, so I get this. Well, everybody gets in this playmat,
For
top
top 32,
32.
of course.
What I got besides that was I got a 3DS XL.
Okay.
Yeah. And other prize card, I want to say.
Yeah.
There's everything there. And I got, well, obviously, we're reaching in the top 16.
Oh, you get this?
Well, that's for pre-registration.
Oh, okay. You don't get it.
No, that was not for when reaching in the top 16, everybody got these sleeves.
Yeah.
So
What was for the top 8?
for top 8, you got
playmat,
for top 8,
3DS.
yeah, top 8 you the 3X.
That's it?
Yeah, top 4 gets Xbox One. And stuff.
So okay, so you think the price support is better?
Oh yeah, because it was a 3DS XL, so it was not bad. It's like worth like $200. So, but I think, yeah, but I think the price support was good for what it was worth. I mean, you do have to kind of earn your way to get there. So I was in top 8. That's why I was able to get something. So it makes sense.
So if you was to go, excuse me, if you was to go to another bigger event like a YCS or regional, right?
Yeah.
What changes will you make to this deck?
Well, see, these Valor and Darkhold were more fill-in cards. I personally thought of the Zinlock, but I never cited this card in.
I do.
Yeah, day 1 or day 2. This card I never cited in except like one rogue matchup. I had it versus Teller Knights, but I never drew it.
Josh was trying to do like.
But these
65.
cards I would change, and I would probably add something else instead.
Okay. Any idea what you want to add, or just
More cards for the mirror match, I would say. I don't know, like
breakthrough
more,
scale?
yeah, probably like breakthrough scale or something. Yeah, but more better like side deck cards than this.
Okay.
But besides that, I think I like my lineup of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any shout-outs or last word that you want to give to your friends or whatever?
Well, shout out to all my friends who yeah,
You already know, KG.
It was always there for me, and shout out to all my friends who cheered me on.
Besides, you know the name of them, but if it's just
No, there's too many.
I'll just no, the top 5, whatever. Okay.
Shout out Tom Farrell. Shout out to
Shout out-
Joe Clayton for
yeah.
bringing us down there. And
Yeah,
shit.
definitely.
My boy.
Well, there you
Tom
go.
Hayden.
You just said your friends. Name something, but you didn't know who the fuck you talking about. But okay.
Yeah.
But
He was tight because he wasn't gonna name you.
no, why would you name me? What the fuck name me for what? Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Sign out. Peace.